Hey guys, so in the previous video, I've made a video on my like what happened in my Corona time. Okay, and just the story. I took some time. Sorry about that. The next one is my mistakes which I've made, and these are the mistakes that I really think that one should avoid. I was also told by the doctor about these things, so that's why I'm saying this. I'm not just making it up and telling my own stuff from my mind. One was I went to too many doctors. Avoid doing that. Stay with, let's say, one doctor, two doctor. Okay, do what they say. Okay, and I personally suggest that you're the better judge of your body. If you feel like you have this scuff or you have these things, you should look for some things. Those things I'll just tell you in a bit. But if you feel some symptoms are getting worse, you have to take action. Okay, but go back to the same doctor, please. Have one or two doctor only maximum. Okay, that's one. I started hearing from people a lot of things. This was a second mistake. Okay, I understand this is a very difficult time. We end up listening to people, so they may start telling about the side effects of some medicine. So, like at ivermectin 12 mg, what happened was it literally said that the side effects could be that fever and this and that and all that. Okay, and if you see in my case, I literally got 103 fever every time I took this medicine. Actually, I was wrong. Okay, I should have taken the medicines. That was just a corona thing that was happening. My body was trying to fight back. But you see, when there is so much of tension, I was actually scared, to be honest. Okay, मेरी गलती थी कि मैं बहुत ज़्यादा डरा हुआ था, तो I was just reacting to my fear. Okay, so this was the second mistake. Third mistake is that I was very scared. Okay, I was very scared of my with this the like I started having I did not sleep. Let me tell you, I had 24/7 headache. Okay, and I did not sleep at all. So imagine, I was having nightmares. I was feeling like somebody's throwing something on my head, and a lot of nightmares I had. So I was afraid. What you have to do is try to talk to people, but like your mother or somebody, and tell them that try to be positive. Your mother, father, your sister, whoever you want to talk to, but tell them to be positive and talk only positive things. Stop listening to friends and this and that. They'll tell hundreds of things. Stop listening to them. Okay, in this time, like I'm telling, only during this severe times, stop listening to people and talk only positive stuffs. Okay. Yes, one more mistake was, this uh, the medicines that I've been getting, I from the this a government organization and all, was very generic. Okay, and this generic medicines were just fever. Okay, literally only fever tablet and nothing else. Okay, when this was also happening, I did not take a proper action. Okay, this was another mistake. But again, if you see, I went to doctors, but one doctor is negating the other doctor. They are saying, no, no, Fabiflu, no, no, this ivermectin, no, I'm not suggesting all this. So you see, my mistake was I should have stayed with one doctor. Okay, and too much of information on internet. Everyone is telling me, some of the other information. This was another mistake. The Right. Right. So while this was happening, my lungs were getting infected, and I was trying to stay positive. Okay, but I knew, basically I was finding it out that I'm seeing, things are going down, and I was seeing that I'm basically dying. But yeah, but I was not able to take proper action. So this was a mistake. Also, I was not getting hospital. That is another story. I was not getting bed at all. It's not like, I was, my oxygen went below and I was like, Arey, no, no, I'll wait till for some time. No, I was not getting hospital also. So it was not really in my hand. All right, fine. So these are the things that, these are the mistakes that I made. Uh, Things to learn from my experience is, what we should do is we have to drink hot water and hot food and soup only. Please understand, meaning nothing which has excess trans fat and stuff like that. Okay, you have to eat everything hot. nothing cold, no dahi and all that stuff. People will say that but dahi is good and all that, because it is probiotic and all that, good for your guts and all that thing. Please don't do anything silly which involves cold item. Okay, eat fruits, lots of fruits, but at night avoid any water fruit. Now why I'm saying this to you, I'm guaranteeing that this is right because I've been told by doctors of this hospital Saitunga that avoid like cucumber and all, avoid at night. Okay, avoid cucumbers and anything fruit, sorry, watery stuff or cold stuff, okay, at night. Day, but otherwise eat these things, you have to eat, but plan how you eat it, like when you want to eat it. Okay, check with your doctor on non-veg. Okay, because I was told by 3 doctors not to eat, and I was told by 2 doctors to eat non-veg. So you see, big problem again, confusion, because between the doctors only there is a confusion. This was another very big mistake, that not my mistake, it is their mistake. People are not commonly telling to do one thing. Okay, so this was a big time problem. But I was told when I was hospitalized to eat chicken soups as much as I can. I have to eat soup, hot, everything hot, and I can eat, food. I will tell you what I can eat. I could eat. Okay, you can decide what you can eat. But yeah, this was on non-veg. I can eat, okay, egg and all, but some doctors were not telling, some doctors are telling, so it was a confusion. Anyway, stick to one more thing which I was saying is things to learn from my experience. Stick to one or max 2 doctors. All the doctors I went for contradicting in so many things, like eating habits, like medicines and stuff like that. Okay, this added more to my confusion, so please do not do that. Okay, you have to learn chest exercises, which I'll be telling you in the next video. Okay, learn tips that can give you a lot of relief at the time of emergency. So I was told some exercises I'll be telling in the next video. Some chest exercises here and here, and not exercise, it's a relief, immediate relief, and it will give you some time. Okay, and this has to be done by, this can be done by everybody who is a COVID patient with lung issue. Okay, but still consult your doctor. But these are the things that have been told to me in the hospital. In fact, they're charging for everything that they do. So they have told that this is a thing that they do, and I have been given myself that treatment, and it really helps. I've felt it. So that video I'll be making next. Okay, this thing is very important. Please do not think that hospitals are going to suck your money. No, hospital will be getting patients, please understand this. Okay, I was scared again about this. My bill was huge, let me tell you that. But it was huge because I was so critical. All right, so hospitals do not or won't suck your money. Like if they are big hospitals also, they will suck your money, meaning they will, because that much, that is their charges, those are their charges, but they're not going to do anything extra. Understand that. Okay, because they have patience there to take money from others, if that is their mind. But that, I don't know what is their mindset, but I'm just telling you, please do not think this. Okay, and don't avoid going to hospital. I was scared to death, stating that ये हो जाएगा, वो हो जाएगा, इतना खरीद लेंगे, ये ले लेंगे, वो ले लेंगे, नहीं नहीं, अवॉइड कर। जो हॉस्पिटल जाता है वो तो सिर्फ मरने के लिए, मतलब जब उतना लेवल हो जाता है तब जाते हैं, जब वो मरने के उसमें होते हैं या फिर बहुत सीरियस होता है, ओनली देन पीपल गो। नो बॉस, please stop this thing. Okay, hospitals are not sucking your money, they have nothing to do with your money. Like obviously they will take what, because they will anyway get patients, understand that. Okay. But you should go to hospital if when you still have time. Okay, one thing is buy medical insurance. See, I'm not affiliate, I'm not doing any marketing here. Okay, I took Religare, right now it is called as Care Insurance, and amazing insurance. Okay, and I personally would suggest, and I'll tell you their process and all that. Okay, in maybe in future videos maybe I'll make. But understand, medical insurance is important. Okay, do not think, pehle to ye, first of all, it will be in your tax thing, it will help you out, right? I think under ATD or something section, it will help you out there. Apart from that, it also helps you in your, in general, these kind of things. It could be COVID, it could be any other disease that we may get. Please take medical insurance, it is very important. But remember, read the conditions. I was told by hospital that the medical insurances, like for COVID and all, I should have a particular medical insurance for 3 years, sorry, 2 years in past. So totally, I should have had a medical insurance for 3 years. Then I was allowed for this COVID thing. Unfortunately, when I was buying this insurance last year, I had read everything. I was very vigilant about it, and there was no such thing. Okay, but hospital said that that's how the policies are generally. So please read the documents properly. Ask your agent 100 times all these things. Like, can I get just with this? Can I be admitted to hospital and stuff like that? You have to ask. Very important. Okay, so but be careful when you're buying insurances. Okay, but also like mine was for higher amount. I had paid a higher premium also, and everything, almost everything was covered. Okay, pre and post hospitalization will also be covered. Even if you're a working professional, please buy a medical insurance, trust me. Okay, because a working professional also, some there are rules and stuff like that. Even though they will help, our medical insurance from offices and all will help us, but please get a medical insurance for yourself, your family. Okay, please. Now, on insurances, I'll tell you what are the steps to be taken when you're going to hospital. Okay, as soon as you get into hospital alone, if you're going alone, because I had a support, but still, it was like the person was not knowing much about it, so I had to do things from my own. Okay, so I'll be making the video on that also. It's going to be just for 1 minute or 2 minute. Okay, do not hide even the slightest details with your from your doctor. Okay, like if you're smoking, even 5 years back, if you smoke, you have to tell. Okay, your toilet habits. Okay, I mean, if you're getting loose motions or you're getting stomach pain, even slightest stuff you have to tell, because it could be a reaction of a medicine. Okay, something has bursted inside, you might have a bleeding. Like if you are believe me, on the fifth day I was spitting blood. um, what do you say, blood molecule, not molecules, like blood, clotted blood I was spitting out. So they had to stop medicines. Certain medicines have reactions, understand. They have, doctors are best judge, so you have to tell every slight detail. It could be as simple as you are have losing too many hairs, you have to tell. Okay, everything has to be told to doctor when they come to check you, okay, in the hospital. See, once you're inside hospital, you cannot go mad. This is very important. You are already a COVID patient. You will have COVID patients around you, so you cannot go mad when you're inside a hospital. Yes, you have to still take precautions. Take sanitizers. You have to wash your hands. Try to have a toilet which is clean. Try to use it in a time. Try to keep the toilet clean also. All these things you have to do, but you cannot go mad over it. Okay, when someone is coughing, you go mad and you think about it. For the first 6 days, I did not sleep at night at all in hospital. I did not sleep. I was given a sleeping tablet, yet I was not able to sleep. Why? Because my brain was 100% active at night with no sound or anything. I was going mad. Okay, so see, you see, these are all mistakes. Even though I was being treated, I was going paranoid because of the previous traumas that I've had. I was having nightmares, guys. Okay, understand? So, so that is why uh, I was not able to sleep. Okay, so there was the nurse and all that. I was calling the nurses or the doctors, and I was trying to say my problems at night also. They helped me with that. Okay, but after seventh day, I started sleeping. After sixth day, okay, so it takes time. Please do not go mad. Even if you're not able to sleep, big deal. Nothing happens. Sleep in the day hours, because I got sleep in day hours. Night, I started reading books. I asked my father to get, I have a habit of reading books. So I asked my dad to get books. I started writing notes. So these notes I made, in hospital only. I started writing notes. I started writing things like what are the positive things I want to do in my life after I come out and stuff like that. And all the good things that I could do, I started writing. So understand, you have to be positive. Even if you're not able to sleep and do stuff, you can watch movie or this or that, but avoid straining your eyes. Try to do something which is good for you also. All right. um, Trust me, after doctors, the nurses will be your best friend. Okay, in that hospital. So please be nice to everyone. Okay, and do not be arrogant. Okay, they are working very, very hard, guys. I'm seeing they are putting their life at risk among these COVID guys, I'm telling you, there were nurses like Abhishek and other nurses. They fell. They were doing three days continuous shift, continuous. I was seeing them at night for water and all. We have to call them, okay, at night also. But I was not calling them. I was looking for other people because they're getting sleep for like 15-20 minutes only. Somebody or the other is calling. So please understand, nurses, especially the people who are taking care of you, they are doing amazing work. They are doing a lot for us, okay. And whatever I could do when I was leaving, I'm doing for them. I will do in future also. I told them about it, whatever I can help. So you have to understand, they are your best friend after God, after doctor. It is them. You have to be nice to them. Okay, carry a book or something. Okay, after few days, seriously, it'll be very, 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 very boring. You have to keep yourself positive. Okay, now keep a copy of, as I said, for the insurance purpose, I'll make a video in that anyway. I'll tell about it. But you have to keep a copy of all the reports. Understand that you have a soft copy should be there before hospitalization. Okay, whatever you're doing, keep a copy of it in your mobile or folder or something. Okay, please carry undergarments, carry shorts, flask, spoon, towel, toothpaste and brush, soap, slipper, mobile and charger, cash, book and a pen. Book and a pen, of course, if you're only bored. So understand, these are the things I feel were very, very must. I had to go on emergency, but of course, I was given these things. Luckily, I was given because this hospital was allowing. Okay, I have heard, and I'm not sure how true it is, but I've heard that there are hospitals that will be very strict about these things. Like they will not even allow you, not strict, just strict. Like they won't allow many things. Okay, I have heard that there are hospitals that will not allow mobile phones near you beyond a certain time and all that. I'm not sure how true it is. So do not carry laptops and all that, please. Okay, carry light stuff. Okay, and as I said, what handkerchief, gloves, shorts, flask, spoon, towel, toothpaste, brush, soap, slipper, mobile charger, cash, and some books. These are the things that you should take. Okay, guys, so this was it about the video that that is things that you can learn from my mistakes. And the next video, I'm going to talk about the exercise. Okay, probably that'll be the last, and maybe an insurance video also I'll make, but in some time. Yeah. All right. Thanks.